Hey, look, I've got different gloves on today. I've got my DeWalt gloves on today because we're not doing any sweeps today. And just before I start doing this job, basically what we're doing is we're replacing these bricks. I don't know if you remember this video that I did a while back. It is an actual, the stove itself isn't a Mifire, it's a flicker flame one, it's a 5 kilowatt one. Basically I had the wrong cover over the top of the chimney pot. I just had a normal standard bird garden. Where these people live, they live in a place where they live on a hill at the top of a valley, and it's like you can imagine the rain that we've had. Obviously in the US you probably having experiencing your own stuff going on at the moment, but in England it's pretty much rained all year round, but we've had torrential downpours of rain. And inside here, as you can see, the bricks, the water's got down. I'll just show you, and they've expanded. So like, and what happened was when I tried to sweep it the other time, as you can see the water damage on this. Can you see that? See that they're crumbling away at the top here. And if you look, it's really mad because I don't know if you can see, but look at the difference in thickness where the water's got into it. Can you see that? If you can see it that way, can you see it at the bottom? How thick it is, and all twisted and warped. That's what happens when there's water that gets caught in. Basically, it comes down the pipe. Excuse me. Comes down the pipe, and basically it goes straight onto the actual bricks. And of course these bricks, where they're made, that they will expand in the water. I've had a lot of them this year. It's amazing how many ones I've had to replace. So it's got me some new ones, as you can probably hear me with making that noise. So like what we're going to do, hopefully we've got the right ones. What I want to do is I'm going to take them out so that they, so you've got the right model number and everything, so they should be the right ones. But what I'm going to do, just to be on the safe side, obviously, just to be on the safe side, don't destroy the box. Because you might, if they're not the right ones, you'd have to take them back. What we've done is we've put an Aspiromatic on top of the chimney, which is, if you're in the UK, you'll know what they are. In the US, I don't know, they probably have a different name, but they're spinning cows, and then they go up onto the chimney. So basically, what we've got here is we've got these. And as I've always said to you, they're very self-explanatory. Let's see the thickness difference on them, shall we? I mean, you can see the height difference and everything. See how much they've expanded. And when I went to like put them on, incredible. Look the difference. They're just awful. They're all crumbling away. That one's got a hairline fracture in it. As you can see, look, got a hairline fracture coming down the side of it. Sorry, I'm really tired. It's Sunday today. It's my 7th day in a row. In fact, I've had 2 days off in the last 4 weeks, so I'm pretty exhausted. And just like to point out to my friends over the pond that watch my videos, I've been doing this 24 years now, and this is a community channel. And I've had a couple of weird comments yesterday about the way that I was on one about sweeping chimneys, that I was reusing the wrong rods, and they're not the wrong rods, they're the right rods. I know exactly what I'm doing. I've been doing it for 24 years. I've been using the exact same rods, I get them from the same people, and there's never been an issues with liners. And if you think about it, when they didn't have the power of sweeps, they used to use rods all the time. Now, I'm an old traditional chimney sweep, I am. And this is why I'm doing these videos, to show you the traditional ways. And I really do appreciate that in America, that you have different rules and regulations about stuff. And like someone said to me about, I was saying that quite a few chimney sweeps are scared of heights. When I started, that was one of the first questions that I got asked. Are you scared of heights? Because if you are, you're going to be no good doing this job. Because I don't know how it works in America, but in England, we obviously, if there's a problem, you lose your brush up in the chimney, there's ways of getting them down. But we also fit pots, bird guards, and all sorts of different cowls on chimneys. So and every chimney sweep that I see always has ladders on their vans, and they'll always do. If you have anything to do with your chimney, you'll always go and see a chimney sweep. And it's only been in the last few years that where you have stove installation companies that will do other work as well. Builders will do stuff with scaffolding and stuff like that. But the health and safety is changing, but it's changing slowly. And the thing is, it's everybody, there's a chimney sweep in this country. I mean, you only have to check it out. They've all got ladders. All of them. You know, you couldn't be a chimney sweep in England, or the United Kingdom, should I say. You couldn't be one if you were scared of heights. And there was a guy text me yesterday, and I appreciate all the comments, don't get me wrong. I appreciate them all the time, you know. That's what the community channel is all about. But he was going on about his wife and kids and everything. You know, I'm a granddad. You know, I'm in my 50s now. My son's taken over the business, and my plan is, they look different, don't they? My plan is maybe they go the different way round. My plan is eventually he's taking it over. I can imagine there'll be a lot more stringent. Let's see. The soft sides, don't we, really? Let's have a look at that. Because I want them to be on the nice sides. So how's that going to work? They're exactly the same, so that's a bit annoying, isn't it? They won't go any other way. Look, they're identical. So even if you turn them upside down, they're not going to work. They have to be like that. It's a bit of a daft. They've given you two left-handed side ones. I thought they were a bit strange, but that's the way it is. At least they're new ones. I'll put them in there. Oh no, maybe we're wrong. Let's see. Everything's always a learning process, isn't it? No. What am I doing? I'm going mad, because obviously, yeah, it has to go that way around. Like that. And then that one goes like, you can't have it like that. You can only go like that. So yeah, basically we've been given two, but it doesn't matter. It's still be fine. So so it looks like we've got the right ones, which is pretty cool. So I'm going to open up another one. So yeah, he was saying to me that if he doesn't have to go up onto to chimneys, he doesn't. He avoids them like the plague. So, which is really strange, because in the UK we have to go up on chimneys. We are trained to go on chimneys. We are trained to use ladders. You know, we're not just willy-nilly go up there. Like, I think this gentleman thought that you just willy-nilly go up there. We don't. We have health and safety. Obviously, I don't think it's as crazy what you have in America, but we do have all that. And you have to remember that we're a very old country as well. You know, like, what do they say? What's that saying? I'm trying to think that. I mean, your country's. We've got houses older than the US, you know, 100 miles to us is a really far away, but 100 years to us is nothing. You know, I can't remember the saying now. But there's a saying about that, but I just can't remember it now. So, I've got some other bricks here to go in. Always just be gentle with them as you're doing it as well. And then just put them there. What we've got to do is, there's a base to this as well. Where's the base? Because I can't imagine it just goes. We need a baffle plate. Don't we? Let's just put them there like that. Obviously don't let them slide out. I'm doing this all as I'm speaking to you. Do you believe that? Unless it's in here. Well, of course it will be, won't it? Because there's two in here. So one will be at the bottom of it, and one will be at the top. So yeah, basically, yeah, we do get trained to do chimneys in England, and I can imagine that the rest of Europe as well. We don't have, we don't just get trained to do chimney sweeping. We get trained to do roof work as well. And yes, you will have to have the right insurances to do it, obviously. But we're quite fortunate in the UK as well. We have the NHS, which is a free health service, which you don't have in the US. So it's maybe one day you will. But there's one thing that's cool about our country, that we have the NHS, and there's a great dedicated teams that work for them. That'll always be there. So we don't have to pay for it at all, which is really cool. Well, so we've just got to work out how. I think this is the bottom one. It looks like it does. Let's just see. No, it's not. It's the top one. It's too small. So yeah. So you know, obviously you get trained just to do one particular job in the US, or maybe that guy is not from America. But I did ask him, he's from the US, and he never got back to me. And then I had another comment from somebody else, which I thought was a really bizarre one. He was talking about, like, he was the one that was talking about the rods. Oh, if you use them rods, it's going to wreck the liner. And I'm like, but I've been doing it 24 years now, and I've never wrecked any liners doing this job, ever. You know, and it's kind of like, it goes up in there like that. Try this the other side first. But yeah, he was like saying that unless you don't wear a mask when you're doing the job. I do wear a mask. I wear a mask all the time. We call them PPE equipment, and I've got 3 different types of masks that I use. But obviously, if I was using one whilst talking, no, maybe it is the right one. Maybe that one, that smaller one, it is the one that goes on the bottom. That makes sense, doesn't it? Yeah, I wear a mask all the time. I have been wearing a mask, hence why my is fine. And I wear a mask all the time, and the reason why I wear a mask, the reason why I don't wear a mask when I'm doing videos is like you wouldn't be able to understand the word I'm saying. So I wonder if that goes in. See, like, because there's so many different appliances on the market, as you well know. If you're an experienced chimney sweep, you will know exactly what I'm talking about. If you're someone who's like watching the channel to learn, which I'm happy for people to do. Right, and then what does that go in there like that? I think that's what that does. Probably got it wrong, but and then this baffle plate, I presume, goes up the top here like that, along like that up there. It's got a bar there, it's in the way. I'm going to get a bit higher. I'll have to take that one out and do the other side first. Let's take that one out. Do the other side. Because it's got like, see where the handle is here. It's got a bit just at the back here that's sticking out. Making it difficult to put that baffle plate in. Put it in first, couldn't I, if I want to? It's got a bit of bent inside here. And obviously I had to have hot fires in here to get it going. So what we'll do is we'll put that brick back into place, that the one we've just taken out. The other thing I was going to say about these packing, why do they pack two in the same box? That's why you get the hairline fractures on them. Because they pack two in the same box. You know, they do them individually. And of course, like, they're delivered. But the problem is like, they're delivered, but they're like, you know, like, if they're in the same box. That's it. Look at that. That's it. Interesting. Looks like that could go across a bit more. Isn't it? I really like the idea of a gap there, so what I'm going to do. See, that's what I always say to people. Just take your time. There's no rush. It's when people rush things and they do things and they're like, oh my god, I've got to get to my next job. That's when you make mistakes. It's stupid. Just take your time. So yes, to the gentleman who was saying about all that, you know, good luck in the future with not wearing a mask. I do wear a mask, thank you, and I wear it all the time. And the only reason why I don't wear it when I'm doing these there's probably videos with me with my mask on, and that's why I was like listening to the recordings afterwards and realising, hang on a moment, you can't hear a word I'm saying. How can I explain what I'm doing if you can't hear what I'm saying? So that's why I don't wear a mask when I'm doing these jobs. But you have to remember, I do 55 to 60 sweeps a week this time of year. That's what I do. That is a lot. So now we've got to figure out how this goes. That just drops down like that. I like the idea of that. I think it goes that way. Right? It's nice, doesn't it? Maybe that goes forward a bit. I think that's why you've got that two bits there to push it back a little bit, and then it has got a place for it to go. There we go. That's it, it's done, it's in. There you go. Now they've got some new bricks, they've got a new Aspiromatic on board. And yeah, as I said, like, what I have to stress, which I'm really going to have to stress it out, is that I really appreciate the support that I get from the US. You know, I love the US and everything. I think you guys are great. I don't agree with your politics, and I don't agree with the UK's politics. Don't believe, you know, that I could go on about stuff like that, but as you're probably aware, if you're a chimney sweep, the things that you don't discuss are religion, sports, politics, and COVID is another one, and there's one more, I can't remember it off the top of my head. War. You don't discuss that because everybody's got their own opinions on things, and so I don't discuss things like that. But you know, like, all I'm here, right, is that I've been doing it for so long, and my systems, the way I've done stuff, has worked 100% for me. You know, like, I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow or the next day, but for the last 24 years of doing this job, the way I do it, it's worked. And this is the reason why I'm doing these videos for you guys and girls to watch. And I appreciate that every country has different rules and regulations, and clearly whoever left me that message yesterday, you know, it made me feel sorry for you, because it was like you were scared because you had kids and everything. I mean, I'm a granddad and I've got grandchildren, and I'm probably looking at another 5 years doing this, and then I'm going to be stepping down, let my son. I help him when he needs my help, but he's a partner in the business, and he's going to take it over. So that's the plan. Not my eldest boy. My eldest boy is very successful in his career. So, but you know, my youngest had a sporting injury and put himself in a very awkward position. And I want him. My customers love him because he's been coming around with me for a long time. But I've got to stress this out, and it's really important because I get these silly comments and I don't understand why. You've got to remember, I'm in the UK, and the UK's laws aren't the same as the US or other countries. You might have things differently. You might, and I respect that. But what I don't respect is like comments that have got no relevance to us in the UK. If you look on my YouTube channel, it says Sussex-based chimney sweeps. In fact, I know, like in America, a lot of your towns and not you don't, I don't think you call them villages, but towns and cities are named after our places in England, because obviously, like, you know, a lot of you were originally from Europe. You know, I can imagine like 250 plus years ago, before America was created. What was it, 1776 or 79? You know, like your relations would have come from either from Europe or from Africa. You know, like or Asia. So you know, and you have to remember every country has different laws. So. And I respect that, and I respect that you have different laws, and you can become a chimney sweep in your country without having to have any knowledge or experience on roofs. But we have to have that in this country. And remember, as I was saying, it's like we're in a very, very old country. I mean, we can trace our history right back, probably, well, thousands of years, going back to Stonehenge, probably, you know. And it's like, you know, like as I was saying, like 100 miles to us is a real long way, but 100 years to us is nothing. It's short. We've got houses that are older than America, you know, stone houses. I mean, like, you can look at the Tower of London. I mean, that's 1,000 years old, and you know, and then you look at how people go and they travel. You have to have aeroplanes in America to fly to one state to another because it's so far away. So you speak our language, you speak English, you know, like you know, like, but you speak it in an accent. And all over England we have like everywhere in England's got accents. I always say to myself that the only place that hasn't got an accent is the South, and the reason being is like it's like where the English language was created. And you have to remember, the English language started from the poor people, whereas the royals and the higher class people used to speak French, and before that it was Celtic. So like, I'm Celtic, my dad's Irish. I'm not like 3 or 4 descendants. I've got dual nationality. I have British and Irish citizenship because of my dad's Irish. That's my surname. Is an Irish surname. It's like Smith in England. I'm a Fitzpatrick. So it's like, so you know, I respect anybody's points of view and everything. But if you're going to make comments about certain things, then either watch more videos before making comments, so that you know that I do wear masks for starters, and how long I've been doing it for, or you know, like our laws are different from where you are. So well, you can be a chimney sweep in England if you were scared of heights, because you've got to go and fit pots and bird guards. So if you were scared of heights in England, you wouldn't be a chimney sweep, full stop. That's how it works. And we don't do anything. It's not like, it's not, you know, we're trained in it. We get insurances for it. We're covered for it all. That's how it works. Anyway, I've had my little rant because it just wound me up last night, to be fair. And I was thinking, like, I'm trying to teach people and show them how to do things like this. where they can do that themselves, where they can save money and everything. Show them the old ways, because things are changing so much that one day all this sort of stuff, you ain't going to be able to do any of this. So like, you're going to have a certificate to say, yeah, this has been done by X amount. But I expect that's already happening in America, but it isn't in England. So I love Fred Dibner. If you're from the US, man, he's a legend. Check out his chimney work. But he died of cancer. In the end, he retired and he died later. I'm not laughing at him dying, obviously, because I really respect the guy. He's a legend in England, an absolute legend, and we all love him to bits. He's like a household name, especially if you're in the chimney game and you do roof work and stuff like that. He's an absolute legend. But anyway, I just wanted to show you how to put them bricks in. Like by me talking, they're all in, they're ready to go. The customer's going to be well pleased, because they've got a different top on there, so they're not going to have the water coming down. There's no cracks in any of the fire bricks, and it's ready to go. So have a great Sunday, whatever you're up to. And if I don't mean to disrespect anybody, and I really enjoy your support, and I also enjoy the criticism. But what I'd really appreciate is do a bit of research first before you comment about other countries. You know, because if you comment about a country that has different laws to your own, then like it's pointless making a comment. But if it's the same as your country, then you know, like then comment. But I'm here to educate. That's all I'm here to do. So remember, I do wear a mask all the time. You know, so like, don't say, it's not a very nice thing to say to somebody, oh, good luck with that one. You know that, you know where that's going to last, or whatever it was. It's like, oh, that's nice, there's me. I'm trying to show you stuff. So like, I love everybody from all over the world, and everywhere, all over the world, people have got different ideas for stuff. But anyway, have a great day, and I hope you've learned something how to put bricks in. Have a great day from Zachary Sweeps.